Hey, y'all, apologize about that. So, this is part 2 of chapter 7. So, I was already past the point of being mad. I've been past being mad, sad, and all that. It was easy for me to say that it was easy for me to tell the truth that I was good after that. She wanted to chill with me, I feel like, but hell no. I try. I told her some story about why I had to split from her. Then I got out and continued my day after that. I felt like I had finally closed a chapter in my life. After that day, for a long time, she would stalk me though, ride around the city trying to find me, pull up in my hangout areas, asking people if they had seen me, and threatened to beat up my oh yeah, she threatened to beat up my daughter mother if she ever seen her in the streets. Long story short, they had words one time on the phone. This was crazy. They had words one time on the phone. The list could go on and on. If I wanted to keep writing down reasons why I wanted to stay as far as possible from that girl. And that's why when Lovey got pregnant, I was acting the way I did. So mind you, this is 7 years later. Wow. This 7 years later when this girl gets knocked up. So it's November of 2021, Thanksgiving. We weren't able to be with our family, so it was spent in the program. I just wanted to be with somebody who cared about me. And on the other hand, Lovey wanted to use and get high. I already knew how she was, and when she wanted to use, she was going to use. Plus, it was her money. She would ask her father, sister, or her sugar daddy, this old black guy named Tommy, who I hated, and I'll explain that situation in a minute. But back to Lovey sneaking out our room. We had this window that was an easy way to sneak out. So she goes out the window. Now, we never really talked about a real plan on what to do if she took too long, because she said she would be 5 minutes because the dope spot was like a block away. So I'm like, okay, by the time I make our plates and set everything up, she'll be back. Boy, was I wrong. Man, this bitch took so long I had to make up some shit to the house manager. Almost got caught up and almost got caught up for her. Oh yeah, the food got cold. I had to heat up my plate and eat by myself and everything. It was messed up because, like I said, I just wanted to be with her. I couldn't be with my family. So yeah, but she wanted to get high. I guess I wasn't enough for her. So we end up getting put out of there, of course, not that day, but I want to say the following week after the weekend when we got back to the building They gave everybody UAs, and my dumb ass tried to use. Oh yeah, I never forget I did this. I tried to use some P that I had stashed, but the P that I had stashed, I had it in this old like container. It was like an old pill bottle that they give you your pills in. Like you know how the pill bottles look. Trying to get you a example. I don't got one, but I know I'm talking about the ones that you gotta push down and take the top off. It was one of them, and I'm trying to use that. But mind you, I had put grass in there before, so it had residue in there. So the residue was all mixed in with it. You feel me? And I'm thinking, yeah, man, yeah, that I slide my stupid tail. There's no way that's coming through your system like that. You feel me? It was only little residue flakes, but you could still see them. It was too big for that to hit for them. Like they knew what it was. I got knocked off. You feel me? Straight up. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit was crazy. My dumb ass. So um, I had in this old weed container. Now I probably would have gotten away with it, but my genius self forgot to rinse it out. I just filled the container without rinsing it out first, knowing it had a bunch of weed residue inside of it. So not only was the clean urine now dirty, contaminated, but you could clearly see the residue like it was big weed flakes floating around. It's funny now when I look back at it, but it wasn't at the time. So I get jammed up. I swear, the craziest stories do make for the goodest stories. The craziest situations make for the goodest stories later on in life. That's what I meant to say. I get jammed up, and my girl, I get jammed up, and my girl had been beefing with the program security. It was this bull dyke named RJ. That's her real name. So she was this in in the in this oh she was an instigator. She was an instigating, problem starting, bitch. She wanted to be a man but acted like a whole female. The chick was weird as F. She would wear this. She used to wear this stocking cap, bro, like a real live stocking cap. It looked like the hat. I don't know what you would call it, cause it wasn't like a hat, but it wasn't a stocking cap either. She had one in every color. It looked like the thing that Dopey wore on his head from Sleeping Beauty, like the Sandman. When you think of the Sandman, that thing that he be wearing at night, she had one of them on. Real live, she used to wear them in every flavor. So you could tell it wasn't a hat, but it wasn't a stocking cap either. She had one in every color too. It reminded me of that thing that elves wear on their head, whatever they're called. That be the name for it. When you put the icing on the cake, me and my house manager was beefing, so when I got caught with the P, they also found out that Lovey snuck out the window. That's how it all basically even went down. They basically was like, y'all gotta go. So now we gotta go back to the house and tomorrow find a new program that will take pregnant women on top of us being a couple in this program. A couple and these people knew about her being pregnant because we were so excited. We told everybody the day we found out because we found